This is it. It's time for the Torchwood Series 2 finale. I could not be more excited going into this episode for a number of reasons. Number one, look, the whole season's been building to this, but the biggest reason, of course, is because frickin' John Hart's back as the resident big bad, and he's big mad. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Let me slow down and catch my breath because I'm getting lightheaded from my sheer excitement and desire to just spill it all out. Add to that fact, he brought Gray into it with him. Jack's past has come back in a major way. I'm so excited to see how he responds to that, how this all plays out. I'm hoping the end result is Jack's finally, after, well, much longer for Jack than it would have been for Gray, but finally reunited with his brother after so many years. I want that. I want a family reunion very badly. And of course, this is Torchwood, so you gotta figure any family reunion, but for Jack's not gonna go well one way or another. But I'm excited. We got to find out what happens. I guess this is also a little bit bittersweet in a way, because I think this is kind of, for real, the series finale of Torchwood as we know it. I don't know exactly what happens in the future of Torchwood, but I know Series 3 is somewhat experimental in that it was 5 episodes that aired one night after the next, 5 days in a row, I believe. And then, of course, Series 4 is a whole separate thing. Most people don't want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it for 10 weeks when I watch it. And I know some of you are like, don't do it. I'm doing it. And maybe I'll like it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Time will tell. I will go ahead and mention, being as this is the first week of September, that the 3rd series of Torchwood is actually airing every day this week, which means tomorrow will be the Series 3 finale for our patrons and channel members. So if you don't want to wait to watch Season 3, you don't have to. You can join YouTube channel membership or Patreon right now. Otherwise, you will have to wait a little bit, as Torchwood Series 3 won't air here on YouTube until the final week of October. I know there's a little bit of a delay, but I got to get through a couple of other stuff, like the 4th series of Doctor Who, before I can officially, get to it. YouTube channel members and patrons, they had to wait too. They're just always 2 months ahead of where we are here publicly. Okay, that being said, I'm ready. I cannot wait any longer. Let's experience the Series 2 finale of Torchwood for the very first time.
I'm getting readings of rift activity all over the city.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting episode for sure.
I'm serious. We need you.
Okay, I'm on my way, all right? The traps.
So be careful. You know what he's capable of.
You know, if you're gonna send an explosion, you need to be more efficient.
What do you want?
I want you to know that I love you.
Funny way of showing it.
No, seriously.
Seriously, screwed up way of showing it.
I really do love you.
Oh, that's why he's going to kill you. It's only temporary.
Just appeared out of nowhere. Across the whole building. Foremost senior officers murdered. This is a crime scene, and a confidential crime scene.
Yeah, he's in it
if
today.
It gets out,
I'm keeping more secrets than you'd ever believe. A time agency based in Cardiff.
Okay.
Oh, it's not based in Cardiff.
brilliant secret. I ask, you tell. Well done.
That was so good. It's amazing that they managed to get the Weevils into that cell, to be honest.
They killed the foremost senior officers.
Almost like it was targeted.
What? How?
This building houses servers for the military, even looks after the service systems for the nuclear station at Turnmill.
What problem do they report?
Ghosts. These server stacks.
Ghost in the machine?
Yanta.
What the frick? Who's in the middle? I want to see. Okay, that was nice.
There we are then.
Solved that one.
And there it is, chewing through the cables. So I locked it in.
Hey. It's called a hoix. The only profile we have is that it lives to eat, doesn't matter what.
Come on, that's it. Try this.
You really are quite stupid, aren't you?
Thankfully, yes. We're dealing with threats all over the place. Meanwhile, Jack's in trouble.
Why are you here? Now you're interested in me. It's always the same. Nobody cares until you tie them up.
Oof.
What have you done with my brother?
You don't realize. It's beyond my control.
Beyond your control, please.
It is.
Whatever you're planning, we're gonna stop you.
I hope you can.
I do too. I think he really does mean that.
Let's go get ourselves a good view.
I can make things right with you.
You don't understand. You can't ever make this right.
Torchwood employees.
Put Jack on right now.
Eye candy! That was so masterful, so bossy, so basically powerless. Get up to the roofs of your buildings quickly now, spit smoke.
It's gonna be bad.
Oh my god.
Explosions all over the city is not what I expected, but it is devastating.
Hold me.
Hold me?
Get down there, keep everyone calm. Tell them to get every officer in.
What have you done? It's okay. It's all gonna be okay.
Doubt it. Whoa, they're traveling.
Get off me!
Where'd they go?
Tosh, do we have the scale of the damage on the city?
15 major explosions at strategic points across the city. He's completely crippled us, Gwen.
The systems which serve the terminal nuclear plant have all gone offline.
Right, Tosh Yanto, you have to stabilize the nuclear power station.
Wow.
We're going to fix this. We're going to put this city back together. We are going to find Jack, and we're going to punish John.
Did Gwen just get a promotion? She's definitely given orders. 27 AD? I didn't expect 27 AD.
We're safe. We have to be this far to escape the trigger signal.
What?
Bonded to my skin, I can't get it off. Open it.
You're a walking bomb.
Had to add a surveillance circuit to monitor my every word and action, and he has me doing anything I'm told.
Gray? I never stop believing.
What? I don't know. Is this really Gray? Is it too good to be true? It must be Gray. Why would they do all this, show these flashbacks like this?
Sorry's not good enough.
Oh! That's more what I expected, but dang, it's not what I wanted. So if John Hart did this because he was told to, who's behind this? Or should I not take him at his word?
If we can't fix the remote service, there must be something I can do on site to prevent nuclear meltdown.
Really? You think?
That could be suicide.
Are we going to discuss it or are we going to do it?
I searched for you for years. What are you expecting? A loving reunion? Me to say, it's okay, brother. I forgive you. Those creatures, they lived to torture. They kept us just on the verge of life. I'd lie there, hemmed in by corpses, praying to become one, because you let go of my hand. If I could swap with you, I would. I believed you'd come.
He tried.
How long before you gave up?
He just said years.
I want you to suffer. I want your life. The city will be built here over the next 2,000 years. Your grave will be the city's foundations. Your blessing of life becomes a curse.
Wow.
Each time you revive. Each time it
Oh my
chokes
gosh,
you
what?
afresh and you thrash.
What if this actually happens?
Fill the grave.
No way.
Then the detonator on your arm gets activated.
Oh my gosh. Gray. I didn't realize that it was Gray who did that. It was Gray who set off all the bombs in the city, who told him to do it. Oh, I was slow on the uptake. I can be honest, I didn't have Gray being like the actual big bad on my bucket list. I guess I know everyone says I should say bingo card, but I always say bucket list because I feel like it makes it more significant. Like, I never thought I'd see this before I died. Plus, I don't like saying bingo card.
Can't do this, Reese. I'm not up to it.
Rubbish. Those coppers are out there now because of you.
Yeah, he's so impressed. Me too.
You're a bloody hero, Gwen.
Yeah.
Will you marry me again?
Oh, beautiful moment.
I've got a rift alert from inside the hub.
Do you think it could be him?
I can't check it out. I've got to get the terminal servers back online.
I think Jack's buried somewhere.
Go.
You took your time.
On your knees!
Hands behind your head!
He really meant it when he said, I hope you stop me.
He's buried alive somewhere beneath this city. I came back to help you.
You bombed this city.
Listen to me! It's Gray, Jack's brother, that's been doing all this. He forced me to bury Jack, and then he freed me. He told me I could go anywhere I wanted. I could have run, but I chose to come back here.
Why should I trust you?
They were separated as children. Gray was abducted. When I found him, he was chained to the ruins of his city. I thought I was the rescuing hero. It took me too long to realize. Ah! The molecules are unbonding.
Oh, wow.
Just like he promised.
That's great. Oh, hope that heals. Wow, 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 wow.
I could have run.
You find Jack, I'll let you live, but you better be quick.
I mean, what kind of state is Jack gonna be in after 2 millennia?
No signals even vaguely resembling that.
No, there must be. That transmitter was guaranteed for 5 millennia.
Holy. Whew, that was startling. Oh, the Weebles! Gray.
Weevil's loose in the lower corridors.
He said he was going to take Jack's life, destroy it from the inside out. Weevil wake-up call could be just the beginning.
I don't know. I kind of feel like burying him for 2,000 years was a solid beginning. I mean, how many times would he have died and resurrected in that time period? Best not to think about it too much.
I can get there. King of the Weevils. Remember?
You know, you got a real pest problem around here.
Oh, thank goodness.
If we don't find him, I'll kill you very slowly.
What's happening,
Oh,
Tosh?
frick. Gray's good.
I let you go. You could have gone anywhere.
Reactor's already hit the critical point.
Okay, you're telling me it's going to meltdown, aren't you?
Yup.
And I'm in the hardest storm. But can you fix it?
Of course I can. I'm brilliant. Now.
Tosh.
I forgot that this is no longer a safe place. Did Gray just kill Tosh? Certainly shot her. Oh no, 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 no. One thing I've been very intentional not to do is to look at IMDb, like at the cast and how many episodes they're in. So I have no idea if anyone lives or dies here. Like whenever I go to look up any information, I always go to that episode specifically.
Tosh, can you hear me? Tosh?
What's that?
Maybe it's Jack and he's buried here. And for 2,000 years, he's been banging at the, clawing at the, trying to get out. And he finally got up and he's banging on the concrete floor. I don't know. Oh, come on, Tosh. Who's this? It is Jack.
I forgive you.
What?
How did you survive?
How long since you first discovered it?
3 days now.
They found Jack in 1901. I didn't think we'd ever see her again, but here we are.
Start digging.
Please, can we just stop with the questions?
We found you in a 20-foot grave. Do you want us to just accept that?
Yes, I do.
You're supposed to be out there working for us.
It's...
Who gave you this ring? I have crossed my own timeline. I can't be allowed to meet myself. You'll be protecting the future. Put me in the morgue. Freeze me.
Amazing.
Set the alarm to defrost in 107 years' time.
Amazing.
I forgive you, Gray. Don't you walk away from me.
Too late.
Don't you walk away from me!
Wow. Literally all I could muster out to say was wah.
I give you absolution. Now do the same for me. I pray for death.
What you just put him through is worse than what you went through.
The only strength I have is my hatred for you.
I need Gray to die now.
I didn't realize until it was too late. I begrudge you everything.
As tragic as it is.
To leave you screaming in the
You
dark.
did that already.
I will never absolve you.
Rick.
All of it, it's your fault.
Amazing performance. John Barrowman? I've never thought about how to say his last name before. Yeah. You may be forgiven, but you cannot be allowed to keep doing what you're doing.
Got it. Recall signal. Time for all the pests to return home.
Well, that's something. Back to the sewers. Thank goodness. Okay, good job, John Hart. Didn't know when this episode started I would be giving him props, but here we are. Things change fast sometimes.
Here we go.
Right, you've done it, Tosh. You've got power. You okay?
No.
I'm fine.
Right, what's going on?
He definitely doesn't believe you because you don't sound fine. You sound like you're freaking dying.
It's my arm.
Okay.
There's no way to stop the meltdown.
It's too far gone.
Okay, but maybe he can do something as someone who's not alive.
The only option now is to vent the flow channels internally. I'll open the system protocol.
Let's do this thing. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
I feel like either Tosh or Owen, one of them might not make it through this, but I don't know who.
Nice use of the ring. Thank you. It's the least I could do.
Yes, rock and roll!
Owen, get out of there. There's a power surge in the system. It'll trigger an emergency lock.
It's happening now. It's too late. He's not gonna make it through that door.
Tosh! Does she go? I can't get out! Not like this! I'm not doing it! Get me out of here, Tosh! Get me out of here! I've died once, I'm not doing it again!
Owen, just stay calm.
Oh, why should I do that? Ah! Please don't. One good reason why I shouldn't keep screaming!
Because you're breaking my heart.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
It's my fault.
Oh, Tosh, no.
What's gonna happen to me, Tosh?
Amazing performances in this whole episode. She can't even talk about it. It's too painful.
The containment chamber will be flooded with irradiated coolant.
My body will slowly decompose as I watch.
Sounds right.
I should have been able to stop it.
Shh. Come on, Tosh.
I felt like my whole soul just left my body.
Second week, I had to cover for you. Pretend I was a medic.
What was it, Space Pig?
Space pig.
Yeah.
Space pig. Oh.
We never did get that date, did we? You and me.
I mean, now or never to talk about it.
Didn't notice until it was too late. I'm sorry.
Accurate. I'm waiting for a last minute save, but it feels like this is it. There is no last minute save. We're not gonna sit there and watch this happen, I guess. So I guess that's good, but she has to kind of watch it on her end as he stops responding.
Toshiko! Gwen! I need help down here!
Owen's there.
Sealed in. Couldn't save him.
At least she's gonna be okay. That counts for something, right? No! It's not fair, man. I didn't say they could both die. I didn't say they could both die.
My whole life I was looking for him. Now I have to lose him all over again.
Yeah.
You cry, freeze him, and then what? Wake him up in 100 years and he's miraculously better? Because that's not gonna happen. Maybe killing him would be the release he needs.
There has been enough death.
You didn't struggle when I buried you. Like, you were allowing it.
Wow.
It was my penance.
It's not your fault.
You know, you can know something's not your fault, yet still feel responsible forever.
Oh, this planet I haven't seen. You like it so much, thought I might take a look. Maybe see you around.
Maybe?
I'm sorry for your losses.
That was nice. Jeez, man, like back-to-back blows. I'll call Martha, maybe she can replace him. I didn't actually think anyone was gonna die until it got closer to the end of the episode, and then I thought we might lose one, but we lost two. Like, next series 3 was always gonna be different, no matter what. It's not official until it's in the computer. And then it's real. What is this? What is this?
So, if you're seeing this, I guess it means I'm, well, dead. Hope it was impressive.
Oh, she's so cute.
It's okay. It really is. You showed me all the wonders of the universe, all those possibilities. And I wouldn't have missed it for the world. And Owen, you never knew. I love you. All of you. I hope I did good.
Did freaking great. Brilliant. In more ways than one, Tosh.
Now we carry on.
I don't think I can, not after this.
Honestly, Gwen, it's been a long time coming.
Can.
I thought she was
We
just
all
gonna
can.
quit right then and there, but It's just them three now.
The end is where we start from.
Jeez. This is one of the most brilliant finales I've seen on any show ever of all time. It was freaking great. Great. Honestly, if that was a series finale, I don't know if it was meant where it could be a series finale or not, right? But like it would have, I mean, it was fully satisfying in every way possible. And I've heard really good things about what is series 3, and I can't wait to dive into it. Again, it's airing right now on Patreon and for YouTube channel members this week. It'll be the last week of October, I believe, for YouTube public. But I can't wait to dive into it and check it out, because I have a feeling it's also going to be great just based on word of mouth, and just I love the sheer idea of it being a single week event, and I plan to more or less watch it kind of, with that same experience. I want to experience one episode a day each week. I'll watch it that way and I'll release it that way. So I'm really looking forward to that. But let's talk. How do you even talk about this episode? Let's talk a little bit about the series 2 finale of Torchwood. Listen, Torchwood series 1 was okay. Torchwood series 2 was amazing. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating when I say I think this is probably one of the best finales of anything. I mean, it was incredible, and just in solid Torchwood fashion, it really put us through the range of emotions. It put us through the ringer. I mean, there was definitely times, especially if I did watch 12 and 13 back to back. So especially if you combine the two, there's times when I was like full of excitement and adrenaline. And then there was a moment where I felt like all the blood drained from my body. Like my soul left me and I just felt crushed and empty. And then of course, heartbroken. I never in a million years thought that Tosh and Owen would both die permanently. I guess theoretically, I don't know for sure that they're permadead, but I mean, obviously Owen's died before, so I guess anything could happen. But as far as I know, yeah, patrons and channel members, be very careful not to spoil anything for me in regards to series 3, since I'm not watching it for a little while. I think 6 weeks. Although I don't expect them to come back. I mean, it was just so good. Devastating. I feel devastated. I do think it makes, from a story standpoint, it makes sense that they would both die at the same time, as so much of their story, at least romance-wise, was linked. So there is a symmetry and sadness that kind of, let's call it a symmetrical sadness, that kind of is developed by killing them at the same time. I thought it was just a really great episode. I did not realize, it did not occur to me that Gray was going to be the bad guy and that John Hart was his little puppet, essentially. I mean, wow, that was incredible. Shocking. I like that Jack didn't kill Gray. I mean, I don't know what the end result there could possibly be. I don't think Gray ever would forgive him. Man, if burying him alive for 2,000 plus years, if that wasn't enough to satiate your bitterness, your unforgiveness, I mean, I don't know. Jack's had a lot longer to live and deal with, especially now, and process everything. And Gray hasn't had the benefit of the time Jack has had. I will say the only slight kind of, I really wanted to see ... that this episode didn't give was how Jack might have been changed from being buried alive for almost 2,000 years. He did get out 100 years ago and then was actually unconscious for 100 years. Maybe that being unconscious and shelved in a drawer, like his subconscious is able to work through and heal. But he seemed very, very coherent talking with the Torchwood agents in 1901. So, I mean, that's the only thing I would have liked to see Jack change or transformed in some way and have to deal with a healing episode. But maybe that is a separate story episode that we can just, it's implied, right? I don't know. So it seems like going into series 3, we have Torchwood. Well, Torchwood, that's not one of the characters. We have Jack, Gwen, and Iantho. Wow. I'm just floored by this finale, to be honest. There's probably a lot more that I could talk about. John Hart, I mean, wow, what a character. I didn't have kind of sort of redemption arc coming along. It seems like he might still be around. Maybe he'll show up one day again in the future. Maybe not. I don't know if I would want him to show up in the future. I feel like the excitement for him showing up would be for him to like cause havoc and be a baddie again, just like he did in his first appearance. And if he's not able to do that, then maybe I don't want to see him again. I don't know. Is that wrong? I want him to bring the fun if he shows up again. All right, listen, without spoiling anything in the future, please let me know your thoughts from this episode. Ooh, the good, the bad. What was your experience like watching this for the first time? Share that with me. Wow. I'll see you in series 3. In the meantime, be sure to watch the rest of Doctor Who, which is airing now, and of series 4. And whoo boy, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.